This video is a basic guide for the identification of lobes. We start with lateral cerebral fissure that runs like this. Lateral cerebral fissure or Sylvian fissure, as the frontal and parietal lobes lie superior to it, and the temporal lobe lies inferior to it. We then identify the central sulcus. Here's the beginning of central sulcus, past the midway point between the frontal and the occipital pose. So once again, central sulcus running vertically toward lateral cerebral fissure, and this will serve as a landmark to separate frontal from parietal lobe. We then find the pre-occipital notch. Here's pre-occipital notch, and we connect it with an imaginary line to the projection of the parietal occipital sulcus. The parietal occipital sulcus is more readily visible on the medial surface, and I only marked the projection of it here. So once again, we are connecting it with the previously identified pre-occipital notch, thereby separating occipital from parietal lobe. We'll use one more auxiliary line, an imaginary line from the end of lateral cerebral fissure toward the occipital lobe. This way, we have separated occipital, parietal, and temporal lobes. And if you put all of these landmarks together, we have separated frontal, parietal, occipital, and temporal lobes. The next video will show you the insula or insular lobe by the removal of the opercula of the cortex. These areas are contributions of these lobes to the covering of the insula. In this segment, I am going to show you the insula. The insula is made hidden by the contributions of lobes, the opercula, specifically the frontal, parietal, and temporal opercula. Typically, the opercula are either retracted or removed to show the insula, and in this case, I decided to make cuts in the opercula so they can be removed piece by piece. First the temporal, and then the frontal and parietal opercula are taken out together. So here is the insula, and while it has several parts, for today's purposes we are just considering it as a whole, finishing up our demonstration of lobes from the lateral perspective.